Okay guys, I just summed up my ride there, or finished my rides. I just did some videos for you before this, but in summary, I'm done riding today. I knocked it down to I think it's 2 bars. So it does go quickly, but you know, everybody asks about range. Range is tough, you guys. It's like, it's all relative. I mean, I rode it hard today. I dropped it into sport mode fairly early on, and I was just ripping it up, you know, straightaway dirt roads and wide open. And so I put a lot of stress on it. I was just hammering it. So I gave it a great test today, and the thing is worth every penny. I can't say enough about it. You know, basically for what I paid for this, yeah, actually I could have, what I paid for the Escape, I could have got 2 of these. So, you know, I'm not knocking the Escape at all. You know, I love that thing. I've got a lot of videos on that, and it still has its place for me. But bang for the buck, this thing is amazing. Again, I can't reiterate how much it needs tires. It needs meat on this thing. I don't want to add much weight, but I do want to add a bigger footprint. I don't care about the 19. I could leave the 19 alone in the rear, because I'm good with it being a little bigger than an 18. I think I can get a fairly juicy tire for that, I think, unless it's just going to be too difficult. A wider one that'll have more, you know, footprint as I put in like 13 pounds. I'm glad I left it at 17 pounds. I hit a solid little 3-inch branch tree thing that at an angle at high speed wheelied over it, and it bit it so hard I thought I was going to get a pinch flat, but I got away with it. So the front, yeah, the front makes it a little chattery, a little harsh for what I want to do. The 21 would be nice. I don't really want to add the weight that much because I like lofting it, pulling it up easily. And so I could leave that for a little while. It is a little twitchy, and it is, if you got a bigger circumference or diameter as well, the 21, you would put down a bigger footprint. When you had a nice 13 pounds in it, you'd be laying down a nice little juicy footprint, which would tend to ride over the sand better and not wash out as easily. This is kind of pointy, this wheel. Pointy means she digs into that sand a little easier and can blow out your front end on those turns in Florida. Florida is tricky with this, so much sand and sugar sand. But what would I change? I shed a few pounds maybe. I don't know, you might like these because they hit you in the back of the ankles. They're almost like, some of these guys buy these things that hold your boots on, so they hit you in the back of the leg. I mean, I'm wearing a 12, but they're hitting me in the back of the leg, which kind of holds you on, kind of could be annoying. At first I was like, what is the hell is that? I got to get rid of this thing. And then I was like, wait a minute, those kind of hold me on in some way. They give me a little bit more grip to the bike. So something to think about. You know, I adjusted the rear suspension, and wow, it made a big difference. I went all the way soft, and I felt immediate noticeable difference. I wasn't so chattery and harsh in the rear end. It was like, it went caddy on me, Cadillac. And I was like, wow. The front end, not so much. I got to do something with the lower adjustments if there are any. I got to Google, or what do you call it, YouTube up some suspension videos, because these I set all the way off, as I mentioned, and it's still harsh and chattery. And again, I would love to get some bushings in here and soften up the hits, because man, when I was ripping down, you know, doing 40 on these dirt roads and hitting some of these potholes on the hard dried out dirt, they were like taking shots to the rib cage or to the, you know, shoulders. Anyway, pegs felt a little high in the beginning to me. Now they feel pretty natural. Now I'm driving this thing a hell of a lot faster than I drive the Escape. It's just a different style of riding again. Now, of course, it depends on the woods you're in. I'm in the wide open Florida area, straights and flats, and I did those whoop dirt mounts that I showed you. But I can't wait to get this into like the Hatfield McCoys. You know, these things going into Moab would be a blast, but I really can't strategize how the hell you would do that. My latest thought was you got to get a nasty 4-wheel drive Jeep and put a rack on the back to carry the bike into the good spots where you're going to be climbing those staircases of rocks. That's about all you could do, because the Moab's just, in those type of areas, just too wide open. You burn up all your battery on the way there, on the way out, so you wouldn't have anything left for the major climbs. This thing feels great. You know, blasting through the woods, it's just a little twitchy, but I think that's 99% rubber. And the rest of it, if I can tune the suspension, I'll be golden. Don't hesitate. It is a blast and worth every penny. Hope that helps you guys. Take care.